It's me, and today we are checking out some creative people on the internet.
Last night, Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers, goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube, I've never once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniperwolf needs to be deplatformed.
Okay, if you've never seen my face before, you're probably not gonna see it again if only you clicked on this video for one specific reason, which is perfectly fine. So, if you click this video and you already know what's going on, welcome. Hi, my name is Malcolm. I do commentary / deep dive videos on actually this kind of thing. So this is kind of right up my alley because, like one great content creator said, this isn't drama, this is dangerous. Now, for those that do not know what's going on, let me give you a quick rundown for those that have followed me for a while. I kind of talk about random things all the time. So, what's going on? If you don't know who Sniperwolf is, one, you're lucky for a lot of reasons, and two, Sniperwolf is a YouTuber with about 34.2 million subscribers as of me recording this video right now. I think she has like 5 million followers on Instagram, things of that nature. So what really happened and why are we here today? So I think this started about a year ago where people were calling out Sniperwolf for just kind of being lazy with content, which isn't that surprising if you take a look at her channel and take a look at her thumbnails, because it is very low effort. But if you really take a harder look into her reaction videos or whatever she does now, she doesn't really do reactions. It seems more so fake reactions, from what I can tell, which is like, as someone that's done reaction videos before, it's kind of like irritating that YouTube kind of pushes a content creator that somewhat fakes their videos, allegedly. So the way this picked up is, I think, I don't really follow him that much, but I do know about him. Jacksfilms kind of called out Sniperwolf a while ago for allegedly like stealing content and faking reactions, where he does show like video evidence of the things he claims. So it's not like really baseless claims that he's making, right? And how it got to the point where it is today is, I think he made a dedicated second channel to basically criticizing Sniperwolf and her videos and things of that nature. And I think there's like 60 plus videos on that channel within the past year or two. And I guess this pissed off Sniperwolf enough to the point where a couple days ago, she decided that she was not only going to, in my opinion, it feels like she threatened Jacksfilms, but also she kind of doxed him. Actually, no, she didn't kind of dox him. She did dox him, because she did post a photo of his house, uncensored, by the way. Uncensored, meaning that if someone really wanted to do harm to Jacksfilms, they could literally use that image and find his address. Because I think she posted the front of his house, and I'm not sure if the front of his house had numbers because I didn't get to see the uncensored photo, nor did I want to, but it was something you could consider doxing, right? And if you don't know what doxing is basically like releasing someone's like personal information to the internet, whether it would be like, you know, like the number one, a home address, which is what she pretty much did. It could be like, you know, credit card info, things like that. So I am gonna read a couple of Twitter posts from Jacksfilms in a second, and then you're also gonna see Sniperwolf's reaction to some of the tweets that he did put out the other day. I'll just say it right now. I've never really like vouched for people to be deplatformed, except maybe for like one or two content creators that I've talked about, because they did abuse their platforms. Sniperwolf is definitely probably one of the worst people I have ever like taking notice of. And this is like someone that has never watched her content, never really heard about her. She used to be a gaming channel because she did win Kids Choice Awards for gaming. But at the time when she won the award, she wasn't even doing gaming content. So it was a little bit confusing how she won Gamer of the Year as a reaction channel that doesn't even do gaming videos anymore. And not only that, I think it was like Keemstar, which it's Keemstar, so yeah. I think Keemstar called Sniperwolf out in an article where he was basically saying that she was faking her video game play. And from the video evidence that I could see, like where she would like be playing a game and there would be no like her controller wasn't lit up, meaning it wasn't on, and she would just be like moving her hands like she is playing. And if anything, she was probably just reacting to a video of a gameplay and reacting to it. So who knows if it was even her gameplay, you know? She has been called out for faking stuff for a while, and that's pretty much led up to this, where she went outside of Jacksfilms' house, took a photo. And I don't think people understand how dangerous this can really be, because she has 5 million Instagram followers, let alone the 30 plus million YouTube followers, right? 5 plus million Instagram followers, and who knows? Like, me personally, I have dealt with super stands and how vile they can be. I can only imagine, like, I've never seen a channel this big, right? That's problematic, I guess, or just has like, not a cult following, but just like, I don't know how to explain it in the best way possible that's like fair, I guess. But I do feel that this can definitely lead to dangerous consequences if YouTube does not take action, right? I have no script. For those that do not follow me, I usually use a script because like my brain like goes all over the place like it is right now. But this is one of those situations where I can't really script when I want to say, because anything I want to say will get me demonetized. So I'm just trying to keep it as family friendly as I can. So let's really get into this whole Twitter thing from a couple days ago that really kind of like raised my eyebrows. And this is kind of how I heard about everything. I don't follow Jacksfilms on Twitter, so like one of my I can't remember who showed me this, but like they were like, hey, this is going on, and I was like, okay, what's going on? So I checked it out myself, and Jacksfilm says like Sniperwolf just doxed me on her Instagram, and I do think I saw a clip of this actually where I think he was on live stream, and that's when she posted the Instagram story. So in real time, I think you could see Jack's reaction to being pretty much doxxed, and you could see it in his face that like he was very taken back by this, right? So he said, you know, Sniperwolf just doxed me on her Instagram, creepy, gross, violating. What you do is disgusting. You steal content and stalk YouTubers. And then he added YouTube saying, YouTube, demonetize this dangerous creator or just get her off your platform. She posted an Instagram story right outside her home and then deleted it. And I think she posted it again, but then she censored it. So she was very well aware that what she did was wrong, but then she doubled down on it. And something about content creators that double down when they do something shitty just pisses me off. And I don't understand why like this is, I can't explain it, because YouTube has a trending page. And I know about Sniperwolf only because YouTube trends her videos a lot. And that's kind of how I really like see her all the time without really clicking her. She actually just uploaded yesterday after she doxed someone. And I'll read some of the comments later, but a lot of the comments from what I can tell is pretty much just calling Sniperwolf out and being very sarcastic about how friendly she is. And in reality, she's just a shitty person. So as you can see, she posted, this is one of the first posts that was like like showing how problematic this was starting to get. And it was like, should I go visit Jacksfilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. And then she put a Instagram poll of like a yes and a no, which again, this, I don't want to say it's unhinged, because I feel like she knows exactly what she's doing. In my opinion, unhinged behavior is something that's like you're doing, but you're consciously not aware of, if that makes sense. That's my like feel of what an unhinged like behavior is. It feels like she knows exactly what she's doing. She knows what audience she's riling up. That's just my personal opinion, right? And then I think Jacksfilms responded to something I guess she said on Instagram, and he said the following. He said, "I have no ill intentions," basically quoting her. And then it says, "Sniperwolf, you showed up to our home tonight and filmed it for your 5 million plus Instagram followers to see. That's called doxing. That's the harassing you claim I've been doing is documenting recent examples of you stealing creators' content, stealing jokes, and failing to provide transformative commentary. Obviously, it struck a nerve, but wow, doxing me was not on my bingo card. There's no reality when you're in the right here." And I don't remember if I mentioned this earlier. This was the number one complaint I've seen about Sniperwolf, and I think I watched her videos on this, is that she basically just watches like TikToks and stuff, but she doesn't credit where it comes from. She doesn't react to videos where she'll just be like she'll just look at the screen and just say, "Oh wow," like 15 times. And that's kind of like the video, and she gets like thousands of views, which that's not actually reacting. That's not what a reaction channel is. And I only know this because I used to do reaction videos a lot, actually. And one of the main things that reaction channels always got criticized for is that all they did was stare at a camera and like move their face a little bit, and then they they edited the video and then they uploaded it the same day. And that was kind of like the biggest criticism of reaction channels back in the day when I was doing it. Looking at some of the clips from Sniperwolf's videos, it's not even that she's not trying, it's that she doesn't even care. And you can tell, like for me, I could just tell that like the reaction wasn't matching up to the video. Like I can't explain it. And then there was like some clips where she didn't react to anything at all, and it was just like the video, which in YouTube guidelines is not fair use. And I don't know if Sniperwolf needs to look up the definition of fair use, but if you look at Jacksfilms' video and like the channel that he made dedicated to her, I guess, everything he has done has been in fair use. He is critiquing and like transforming the content and like adding his own commentary to it. Now, if he just watched Sniperwolf stuff and never like made any commentary or reacted to it and just like dunked on her and said, "Oh, like she's horrible," I can understand that argument. However, from the comments I've read and what I've seen, he doesn't really do that. He just more so is not really calling out her name. He's not telling people to unsubscribe from her. All he's doing is making light of the things that he sees and makes his own thoughts and opinions about it. If Sniperwolf sees that as harassment, then maybe she should go back to school and get a dictionary, because I think she needs to look up the definition of harassment, and then she needs to look up the YouTube guideline for fair use, because everything he has done, from what I can see, has been in fair use. And I think this was the Instagram post that Jacksfilms responded to. I don't know. The timeline is kind of weird because it was very fast that day, that night, I guess. Basically, this says, from Sniperwolf's Instagram story, it says, "This creep has been harassing me for months," and then plays victim, saying I threatened him when I just wanted to talk to him. I have no ill intentions. It's so sad when people have to constantly create drama to pay their bills. What's so funny about this is if you look at Jacksfilms' main channel, he kind of does his own thing. He has like 3 million subscribers on YouTube with his main channel, and he doesn't like talk about drama or like commentary that much. He just more so does his own thing, from what I can tell. We're gonna get to this in a second. I just find it funny that and you'll see it and I'll prove it later. I just find it funny that this person like went on a whole rant about how like, oh my god, this guy's harassing me. But then, as you can see here, she is both subscribed to Jack's Twitch and that second YouTube channel. I'm just gonna play the clip for you right here.
This guy's entire channel is just me. Every single video for the past few months has been about me. And it's just like shitting on me. And then his streams, this dude is just like low-key harassing me. Like, should I get a restraining order?
Imagine defending doxing. And this is the video I was referencing earlier where Jack says, she ends with, should I get a restraining order? And well, one of us showed up to the other's house tonight and it wasn't me. And in the clip I showed you earlier, like the whole should I get a restraining order thing, it didn't make sense to me because someone criticizing you on a public platform like YouTube and giving you fair critiques, just because you don't like them doesn't mean it's harassment. Like, for instance, I've had a video made about me. I'm pretty sure there are more out there from when I was posting constantly, whatever. But at the end of the day, you just got to keep moving forward. Like, all she had to do, if like this was really bothering her that much, right? Why not make a video response instead of posting in an Instagram story outside of somebody's house talking about should I pay them a visit? If you do not see what the issue is there, I don't know, like I can't convince you how dangerous that is because you're never going to believe me anyway. You know, if she really wanted to sit down and talk like adults, as she says, why not just like message him privately, be like, hey, I saw you made a lot of videos about me. I would love to just sit down and discuss this because I think you got some things wrong. I would love to discuss this privately and hopefully we can come to a peaceful resolution. That is what she should have done. But what she decided to do was basically threaten him. And I can't confirm this is true or not, but I did see a comment out there saying that that the whole I wanted to talk thing was just a ploy because Sniperwolf and I guess her friend wanted to jump Jack. I can't say that's true. I'm not gonna say that's true, but seeing as how Sniperwolf also has a criminal record for kind of heavy things, the pattern of behavior, it would make sense that she was planning on hurting Jack. Again, not saying it's true, but what I'm saying is it's dangerous. And I think Jack posted a screenshot from I think it's like a message from somebody, and it says, 400 videos online shitting on someone, but wanting to talk in real life goes too far. Modern men are actually a joke. I don't know if this is kind of like Sniperwolf's like go-to to like make herself sound good, but it sounds like she's gonna try to use the all men hate me excuse, which from what I can tell from everybody criticizing her, it's just not just men criticizing her now, it's everyone that's criticizing her. So if she's trying to play that card, it's not gonna work out well for her at all. And again, YouTube definitely needs to step in at this point because if they don't do anything and she's gonna post videos and get trended after this, it just goes to show that YouTube in a way does have a bias. And one thing I have noticed about YouTube is that they like to look like they're fair for everybody. So hopefully they do step in, even if it is to save face at this point, something needs to happen. And then this is from Sniperwolf's Instagram, and it says the following. It says, accusing me of doxing is defamation. I have no idea how to dox. I have no idea how to dox. Just because you don't have an idea of how to do something doesn't mean you didn't do it. He literally posted his address on Google and I said I threatened him and I doxed him. Okay. Okay. This is probably one of the most piss poor excuses whenever it comes to people doxing anybody. My favorite excuse, and this has happened before, where somebody was in a way stalking Gabby Hanna and came to her house and pretended to help her. The whole excuse was, oh, the address is public knowledge, so I really didn't do anything wrong because everybody could look up the address. Here's the thing though, it's not like we looked up the address and then went to that person's house. Sniperwolf being outside of his house, posting a photo of his house, showing where he lives, that is doxing. So again, maybe she needs to go back to school because I don't know how she passed. And then Jacksfilms responded to basically that Instagram story saying, you posted a video tonight of you outside our home for 5+ million followers to see, while my wife and I were inside. I can't make it any simpler than that. If that's not doxing, why did you delete it? And that is what I said earlier. If she knows what she's doing. And I think that's what's so scary about all this, is that she is very well aware of how dangerous like what she did was. Because if you really felt like what you were doing wasn't wrong, you wouldn't have deleted it or you wouldn't have addressed it, you know? But trying to play like the innocent card, like the, oh, I had no idea card, it's obviously not working. And I just want to put in perspective about how bothered Sniperwolf is, because looking at this channel that's dedicated to Sniperwolf, as you can see here from Jacksfilms, this second channel dedicated to Sniperwolf only has 400,000 plus subscribers. And when I say it's only this, remember that Sniperwolf has 32.4 million subscribers on YouTube. And not only that, the fact that she is subscribed to this channel and like following his Twitch just goes to show that she just can't take any criticism. And again, all of the criticism has been fair. If she was so bothered, like I said, all she had to do was like message him privately, be like, hey, you got some stuff wrong. Can we talk about this in private? Because I would love to come to a resolution. That is all you have to say. You don't have to post little vague things about, should I pay him a visit? Like, that doesn't make sense. I'm sorry that this video seems a little bit ranty, but like this kind of stuff, like, long story short, I used to be bullied as a kid, all that good stuff, right? This is the kind of stuff that is not even bullying, it's borderline criminal, you know? And I just wanted to see, because like I said, Sniperwolf actually posted a video after all this happened. It was yesterday. And I just wanted to take a look at the comments, and this is no joke. This is straight down. I clicked on the video, I went from the first comment and I went down, and they are all kind of similar, but you'll see in a second. Okay, so let's just start here. This was literally the first comment that I saw from Sniperwolf's newest video. And this person is going, Sniperwolf out here sniping people IRL and acting like it's not a big deal. Can we appreciate how nice Sniperwolf is? She came in for a surprise visit and invited her 5 million followers to join so the person wouldn't feel lonely. Again, this is what I said earlier about how like people were being very sarcastic about all this. Again, straight down, guys. I'm not joking. This is just straight down. The next comment. Seriously, can we all just appreciate how Sniperwolf narrow fails too? Hold on, guys. My doorbell just rang. This is insane to me. Can we all just appreciate Sniperwolf for committing a literal crime, putting innocent people in danger, and then victim blame them and paint herself as the victim? Sniperwolf never fails to be a danger to society. And then I just did it one more time because I was like, okay, the comments are going to be the same. As long I'm going to keep reading, it's going to be the same thing. Can we all appreciate how good her friend Sniperwolf is? She shows up to your house for a surprise hangout and then takes a nice photo shoot of your house as well. Next person, Sniperwolf is so impressive for acting like she's the victim while being the one that's actually committing the crime. Truly outstanding acting skills. Can we appreciate how Sniperwolf showed us that if you are a big creator, you can get away with stalking and doxing people? Truly an inspiration. And that's just kind of like I think YouTube needs to step in. Like, I don't know. I've never been on this side of YouTube. For those that have followed me, you know, I talk about like Shane Dawson, you know, the Jeffree Star, Jaclyn Hill. I talk about the beauty influencers. I talk about people that take advantage of the audience. I've talked about Anna Campbell. I've talked about those people, right? I've never been on this side of YouTube where like stealing content. Like, I've never been on that kind of side of YouTube. I've never really looked into it. But now that I've seen what kind of person Sniperwolf can be, I am definitely going to take another look at like her, because it just seems, I don't know how to explain it. It's terrifying. I think that's the best way to describe it. I didn't want to get into her like police records, because I'm one of those people that I don't really hold people to their past. I try not to. However, when there is a pattern of behavior, I do think it deserves a second look. The whole stealing content thing, like, she's been called out for like legitimate criticisms, and this was like the only person out of all the content creators that called you out, out of everybody that called you out, because I've seen multiple videos from different people. Out of all the people that called you out, this was the one you had to go with? I find that very, very telling. And it just tells me you're about the numbers. Literally, this whole situation, I don't know who Sniperwolf is, never really engaged with their content. This kind of tells me exactly the type of person Sniperwolf is. Opportunistic, a narcissist. I want to say criminal, but you know, she does have a record, so that's not really like, that's not a joke. She just seems like someone that is pressed about public image instead of doing the right thing. And those kind of content creators, I will never vibe with. I really don't fuck with that. Sorry, just being straight up. I've never said the F-bomb on my channel, but I guess today I think that was the first. The whole shitty excuse of I don't know what doxing is and I don't know how to do it. Like, are you kidding me? Anywho, everybody, if you stayed this long, thank you. I'm not asking anybody to subscribe because of this video. This was more so of a rant because like I said, I've been bullied so long. Like, this is not even textbook bullying. I don't even know. It is criminal, yes, in my opinion. But like, it's just so much more than I think what we're seeing. And who knows what she's trying to do behind the scenes. So if she's willing to do a lot of this stuff publicly, like showing it, like doxing him and stuff, I can only imagine what she's doing privately. So that's the end of my rant. So once again, it is Malcolm. That's me. If you're new, thank you for sticking around this long. If you're old and you were like, who the hell is this? I'm sorry, but this is like one of the things I like to do. I like to jump and talk about different things. I got a new mic, I got a new camera, so I'm definitely trying to be more, I guess, I don't know, legit. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't even have my glasses on today. That's how ready I was to like sit down and like really talk about this. But if you're a Sniperwolf fan and you're gonna come in my comments, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna ignore you. I'm gonna ignore the hell out of you and laugh at you. Yeah, this is crazy to me. I hope that YouTube does step in, and if they do, I'm not gonna say I hope Sniperwolf's videos don't ever trend again, but a deplatforming or like even like taking away of monetization, I think really needs to be like the first steps. As far as criminal charges go, I guess that's up to Jack. That's not really up to us, the public. So that's really up to him, what he wants to do with that. But I definitely feel like this really was something I needed to talk about, because these are the type of content creators that we as a community really need to watch out for. And I don't know if I highly doubt I'll ever talk about this Sniperwolf person ever again. She just doesn't seem like my cup of tea. She seems like one of those people that like will never change and will always double down. It seems like the fan bases are kind of like what they are. Either you like her or you're criticizing her. There's no, I don't see an in-between crowd. But if this does continue, I will keep talking about it. Once again, it is Malcolm. That's me. You don't have to subscribe, but if you want to, that lovely red box is down there. Just leave a like, I guess. Share this video around because I think this is something that needs to be discussed. Without further ado, as I say at the end of all my videos, I wish you well, I wish you good health, and I will see you again next time.